Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
Ben's a redhead. And today, we're drinking Irish whiskey. All right, Ben, bring it on in.
Are you not excited about this?
No, actually, the truth of the matter is I absolutely love Ireland. We have plans to go visit.
Every once in a while, you have to go back to a classic. We've said this about bourbons, and today on Whatever Wednesday, we're doing, bam, Jameson Irish whiskey. So this is the standard Jameson, one of the most popular whiskeys in the world.
Mass-produced, sold
Yes.
all over the world. Probably an 80 proofer, I would guess.
And as Greg said in the intro, I am a redhead, but incidentally and disappointingly enough to a lot of people on St. Patrick's Day, I'm not Irish.
What do you mean disappointing to?
Well, back in the day when I used to do social things on St. Patrick's Day, you go out to like a St. Patrick's Day festival, people would always be like, oh dude, you've got to be Irish, you're a redhead. No.
You're not.
Mostly German.
Mostly German.
Yeah, on my mom and my dad's side. There's a little bit of Irish, but not a whole lot.
And that's
not
where
enough
he-
to justify
And
this.
that's
for
where
sure.
he gets his Instagram handle.
Yeah, mostly. It was going to be mostly German, but it turned out to be mostly bourbon.
That's hilarious.
That's probably on the screen right now since we referenced it.
yeah.
So,
So I know
80 proof.
I don't think I've ever had this. Maybe in a coffee or something like that.
That's so weird. This was like my standard go-to shots.
But I never did that. I'm not
Because-
a shot guy.
Right, but though this is when I was young and
Yeah.
balling out of control.
Early 40s.
Because it's for shot whiskey, it's very smooth.
I
It
would-
does fit into that category.
I could understand that. Yep.
So it's an Irish whiskey. It's 80 proof. I believe, and I probably should have looked this up. So you can have Irish single malts, but you can also have Irish whiskeys that are cereal grains. I believe this is cereal grains.
Okay.
Now I don't know exactly what the mash bill
We could
is.
ask
but-
Matt and Rose.
Yeah, we could. Matt and
probably
Rose weigh in on this.
weigh in
We could also look it up on the internet between the time
it's-
that I edit this video. But
Yeah.
anyway, cheers to Matt and Rose, who are over in Ireland. If you don't follow their channel, The Whiskey Nerd, go check it out. It's great.
Awesome show. So
We have done a couple other Irish whiskeys.
we have.
One kind of real one.
One
One small, the Red Lock's a little
Locks.
smaller sort of thing. I think it's just a Minnesota thing, but it's an Irish whiskey. This is kind of like if you're saying like, hey, we're going to review a bourbon today, and you just do like Jim Beam White Label.
Totally
wrong with
totally
it,
agree.
but-
Like I'm not
but yeah,
expecting
this is-
this to be the
this
most
is-
amazing,
The base model Irish whiskey.
top shelf Irish,
But I happen upon a bottle of this, so we're doing it.
That's right.
Interesting that on the nose, it doesn't come across as just single malty. Like I haven't had this in a very long time.
Yeah, I maybe never, definitely not in years. I got a tiny bit of brown sugar.
Yeah, it's got some sweetness to it for sure, and maybe that is the cereal grain versus just being a single malt
Right.
or even a blended malted
Right.
barley mash bill.
All right, well, I'm not getting a lot more on the nose though, so I'm gonna have to go in and
Little vanilla,
yeah, I could maybe.
a little almond or something like that.
I'm going for it.
Cheers. It's just about the smoothest whiskey I've ever drank.
But it is awesome. Like it has this quality about it. It's really thin, which on bourbons I don't like, but on this one it works well with the amount of sweetness. Really hits your tongue well, and it kind of rolls from a vanilla to a caramel. It's a good flavor. I understand why it's so popular. It's not complex. It's not the most
Yeah.
push, it's not a banger type bourbon.
Yeah. A banger, B-A-N-G-E-R.
Oh, is that a different thing?
Well,
in a
it
different
just
part of the world?
sounded. Never mind.
It's not a high proof bourbon.
Yeah. Never mind. So anyway, I understand how this is a great whiskey for. I don't mean to say
Mixing?
this like condescendingly, like general whiskey people that don't do this with their enjoyment of whiskey. Like,
So
you're not
humans.
normal people that aren't collectors don't,
Yeah.
have 130 bottles on their shelf at any given time. Like people that just like a whiskey occasionally, whether it's a shot or whether it's on the rocks or something like that, and they want a smooth.
Or more than occasionally, but they always buy the same bottle.
Yeah. For sure. But they're not looking
Rinse and
to
repeat.
explore.
Yeah, they're not collectors.
Yeah.
Or weirdos who have YouTube channels. Or Bobby.
I'm just going to tag him in that because I don't know what you even meant. We just like to call out Bobby because we love his channel. He's awesome. Yeah, this actually has like a little more depth to it than I thought it was gonna, in the sense that it just doesn't.
So you know what this has? Absolutely no idea what their process is. I don't know what the distillate is, and then how they age it, but it's probably used casks. Of
Yeah,
some
I would
sort.
assume.
It has wood qualities, but not like char.
Yeah.
You can still get the wood though. I really like this because it's subtle. I totally get why people like it. Again,
I'd like to see it at a higher proof.
Well, yeah, of course, but
To be honest, that's really the only thing hamstring is this proof. Like, I like the flavors that come out of this.
Yep.
I just don't think I could sit and sip on this.
not the way
Because
it is.
it's just,
not the way
the
it
proof
is.
is way too weak. And definitely, like me personally, because I like higher proof stuff and I like that little, the bite from it, I couldn't do this on the rocks, but I could see people that are not looking for that would absolutely love this.
And of course, this would work great with like 7-Up or Coke
Oh,
or,
yeah.
or
Yeah, for
whatever.
sure.
But just a little hint of the whiskey with whatever else you're mixing it with. But
Like almond and biscuits a little bit. Like
little
it's
bit.
like that biscotti we've talked about with certain products. They have a bunch of different variations. Jameson has a ton of different
Really?
stuff. Yeah. Like they've got the black barrel, which I think is a secondary.
like a double cask.
Yeah,
type
charred barrel. I've had that. That's good. They also have cask mates, which they have like an IPA cask finish and a stout cask finish.
thing. Oh, wow.
I had a bottle of the stout cask finish. That was really good. And then they have like, they've got 18-year-old stuff. And then they've got like, I think they have a 12-year as well. And then they have just some different variations. But they've got a ton of stuff. And so if those go up in proof, I haven't had them for a couple years, but if they go up in proof along with doing like different barrel finishings and things like that, I might have to revisit the Jameson. Because when I first got into whiskey, I got into Irish whiskey first. And I think it was because
It was Irish and Scotch.
a little bit smoother. They tend to be lower proof.
But they're higher age because of the climate in Ireland and Scotland.
Climate and used casks.
Yeah,
That makes a
and
huge
used
difference
casks,
too.
definitely.
And so they
So this
do
is
have
probably
that.
10-year or something like that. I don't know if it says.
I wouldn't
but
imagine it's 10, but it's,
it's a liter.
who knows. But yeah, I mean, I think I might want to explore some Jameson stuff again. Because it's been a while, and I like the base model for sure.
This is genuinely good. I like it a lot. If I was gonna, hunt for something to sip on, I would. A little extra age or a little extra proof would certainly be nice. But
Yeah, I definitely need more proof.
they're
to have
starting
it as
at
sipper,
a really
but-
good place.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, now at this point, damn it, now I gotta go buy a couple bottles of Jameson's Extended.
Yeah, explore the
Yeah.
range.
So I'm sure everybody watching this has already had
experts?
Jameson.
Well, maybe.
You know,
maybe not.
but every once in a while, like I said, we got to just go back to like a classic whiskey that everybody's had. That's one of the most popular in the world, and just try it out because, like you said, you've never really had it. I've never really had it as just a sipper.
Sure.
When I first got into whiskey and was exploring these, it was on the rocks.
Or
So
just,
yeah. So this is actually pretty good. So now I'm excited. I have to spend more money. Gotta buy more bourbons. Now I gotta buy Irish whiskey too. Son
You
of
do?
a bitch.
It's all because you have red hair.
That is, yeah, I guess. I'm just trying desperately to fit in with the Irish,
And this is the thing. If
Yeah.
you become the Jameson guy on the internet,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
they will accept you
I'm trying desperately to be a bourbon guy on the internet.
and trying to be accepted by them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's working out decently. We're doing
It's
all
working.
right.
Yeah,
But
totally agree.
anyway, well, before we train wreck this anymore, this has been Jameson Irish Whiskey on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Till next time. See you next time.